Al Pacino, one of Hollywood's most iconic stars, didn't just lose money, he went completely broke. From luxury spending on cars and phones to $400,000 on landscaping for a house he didn't even live in, Pacino's financial downfall is nothing short of shocking. Let's dive into the wild story of how the Godfather star lost millions and had to claw his way back. In the mid-1980s, despite his legendary status in Hollywood, Alabama Pacino found himself in financial ruin. You'd think that after starring in The Godfather, one of the most successful films of all time, Pacino would be swimming in cash. But surprisingly, he was paid only $35,000 for his role as Michael Corleone. In his memoir Sonny Boy, the 84-year-old actor admits that after the film wrapped, he was flat out broke. During that time, Pacino wasn't working much, making only 5 films throughout the entire decade. I had about 90 grand in the bank and that was it, Pacino recalls. He had a country home he didn't want to give up, and his lifestyle was bleeding his bank account dry. To make matters worse, he wasn't aware of how money worked. His then-girlfriend, actress Diane Keaton, even called him out in front of his lawyer, calling him an idiot and demanding that someone take care of him financially. It wasn't until Pacino took on the 1989 film Sea of Love that his career started to recover. The film was a hit, but Pacino admits he still didn't earn as much as he should have because producers knew he hadn't worked in 4 years. When The Godfather, Part 3 came around in 1990, the decision to reprise his role was easy. Pacino was broke, and so was the film's director, Francis Ford Coppola. Despite being critically panned, the third installment helped Pacino stay afloat. Fast forward to 2001, and the actor was living in Los Angeles to be closer to his twins, Anton and Olivia. But his lavish lifestyle was catching up with him. Pacino's monthly expenses were sky high, with a growing staff, multiple homes, and costly family obligations. He admits to spending $300,000 to $400,000 per month, a sum even he couldn't keep up with. Things took a darker turn in 2011 when Pacino began to suspect his accountant was up to something. A lavish family trip to Europe raised red flags when he returned to find more money in his accounts than before. Pacino later learned his accountant was running a Ponzi scheme, leading to the actor losing millions. "I had $50 million, and then I had nothing," Pacino reveals. The actor's spending habits didn't help either. At one point, he owned 16 cars and 23 cell phones, along with a landscaper who was pocketing $400,000 a year to maintain a property Pacino didn't even live in. His lack of financial oversight became his downfall, with Pacino not even signing his own checks. His accountant did it all. As the big paydays started to disappear, Pacino had to make some tough choices. He sold off properties and began taking on projects he admits were purely for cash. One of the most notable was Jack and Jill, the 2011 comedy starring Adam Sandler. While the film wasn't a critical success, Pacino took the role because it paid well. "I did it because I didn't have anything else," he confesses, noting that Adam Sandler has since become a dear friend. Pacino admits that in his later years, he took on several really bad films purely for financial reasons. He knew they weren't good, but he convinced himself he could make them at least mediocre. Now, in his 80s, the Oscar-winning actor says he's focusing on securing his estate for his family and getting advice from people who are way smarter than him when it comes to money. Surprisingly, it's Scarface that has been the gift that keeps on giving. Despite its mixed reception at the time, the film continues to provide Pacino with substantial residuals, allowing him to live comfortably. To this day, Scarface is the biggest film I ever did, Pacino writes. "I can live on it if I lived like a normal person." Al Pacino's journey from Hollywood royalty to financial ruin is a cautionary tale of how easy it is to lose control. Despite his setbacks, Pacino has managed to rebuild his life. What do you think about his incredible story of financial highs and lows? Let us know in the comments, And be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite stars.